Hello everyone, it's Carla here. I am going to talk a little bit more about my first painting of the year, which is New Year Celebration in Times Square. So you see that this is paper on a canvas, and I have the gallery wrapped edges painted in magenta. It looks red here, but it's actually magenta. And you'll see in this that there's some wrinkles in the paper, and yeah, there's some there right there. You'll see these wrinkles here, which I intentionally left in the paper to go onto the canvas, because when I originally started to paint this paper, it was just a lot of pouring of diluted paint water onto the paper. It was a mess. Oh my gosh, it was a mess. But it gave me the effect I wanted, which was the mottled colors in the background. You'll see all of that there. And just some extra depth. So I got the blues. I got like some white tones, a lot of teals, some purples in the background, some greens there, greens and yellows. So once this paper dried, I decided to highlight some shapes with some acrylic paint markers and just really give it an extra layer of life. And then I used a little bit of pastels too, just a little bit. But then I used spray paints on for the neutral parts, which is new to me, and I love that effect with the spray paint. It gives it like a dreaminess to it, right? So it's just a mark making, the spray paint, some splatters with the spray paint, all these layers and depth. And what I did was I painted the canvas. You'll see there's drips of teal, hot pink or neon pink, and magenta over like scraped layers of orange. So you'll see that's down there. So you can see the texture of the canvas. You could just see all the different layers there. So I was using the drip. I was spraying the water on it. There was a lot with this, but I'm really happy with it. Even though I have wrinkles in it, I'm really happy with how it dried so flat against the canvas, like a piece of wallpaper. So, and that's another reason I like the imperfections of this paper, because it reminds me of just wallpaper and applying wallpaper. And it reminds me of when I was a designer at a place where I was given a piece of wallpaper to use as gift wrapping, and I thought it was such a fun idea. It was a beautiful, like a remnant of wallpaper. And yeah, I love textiles. I love just the different patterns and colors and textures of textiles, as you can see here. So another artist associate acquaintance was telling me maybe I should get into textiles. I thought that would be interesting. So I'll consider that. But for now, I have these beautiful paintings to share and to sell. And it's just a piece of me. And this year, as a continuation of last year, I am letting go of my perfectionist tendencies. I'm going with more balance, of course, more layers, but I'm not going to worry so much about, is this perfectly straight? Is this line perfectly straight? Is, the angle perfectly straight? As you can see, I'm going a little bit more free with this and uninhibited, and working with the natural process that I started with this one, for instance. So there was some methodology in the start, and then I just kind of went with how it was landing, if that makes sense. So I'm going with the flow, basically. So the flow of the water on the paper, I was working with the flow of the water. And then with the spray paint, I was able to control the spray paint to an extent as far as how much opacity I could give it. As you can see, there's a part where you can't see through it too much, and there's some translucency, and then there's the spatters, which I love that I could create these spatters with the spray paint too. So there is control with that. It's a water-based spray paint I'm using. Part of a Christmas gift for my honey, as well as this big beautiful easel. And as you can see, I'm already breaking the easel in with some of my paint marks. And down here too, that's part of the drip process. My gosh, it's a mess. But I'm happy, it's a happy mess. And so I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing here. And I will be making more different mixed media art pieces. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you're having a good, productive, happy New Year so far. Stay well, and I hope to hear from you. Just let me know how you're doing and what you're up to so far this year. Okay? Thank you.